Mark, how do you see the role of 3D printing affecting like the supply chain going forward?
I think the role of additive is massive. You know, if we're honest with one another, 3D printing has actually been around for a very, very long time. I think what COVID proved, or at least gave the opportunity to present itself around really looking at additive in a new way. So traditionally additive was really focused on prototyping and kind of that upfront piece of development and that customer journey. But when customers and clients were pushed into territory that they had not been before, it opened their ability and willingness to start considering other technologies. I will say this though, this environment or this ecosystem of additive still requires a lot of hard work and a lot of insight to pick the right materials and the right technologies for the right application. For a lot of the customers we're working with, they've had experience in additive before where the impression is this won't work for us, and they give us a laundry list of reasons of why it won't work. I think it's a renewed opportunity to start with the challenge or the problem that they're trying to solve, and then work kind of technology back into that versus saying, I have this technology, where do I deploy it? If you start kind of outside in or from that problem statement back into the technology, it really is amazing what additive can do to extend life cycles, relieve maybe bottlenecks in your supply chain, speed up prototyping in your development. For sure that is an opportunity, but being thoughtful on where you want to deploy additive, what value you're trying to bring from that deployment, I think is an absolute massive opportunity.
Before, like you said, they were trying to fit everything into one shoe, basically, where it isn't. And what resonates with me with what you said is how you backtrack. You have your application backtrack to find the proper formats, the proper materials and everything. I don't think that was done in the past as well as it could have been. And now I see where that can work to our advantage and to anybody's advantage when they're working with 3D additive.
And I think that's one of the things that we can be very mindful of to help companies when they do make these leaps into new technologies. We talked about kind of the risk adverse engineer or the risk adverse company. It is a big risk to jump into some of these new technologies and to look at things through a new light. But that's where the most upside comes. That's where the biggest opportunities are. And I think the way that we're positioned as 3D Agility, we can de-risk some of those opportunities, and we can help customers navigate some of those choices and this new environment that they're curious to understand more about.